I built myself a mid-range gaming PC for playing and recording Minecraft. I'm going to be taking you through the components I used and why I chose them, the PC build and setting it up for the first time, and seeing what FPS I get in Minecraft. So let's get into it. First things first, I need a case. I went with a micro ATX case with plenty of space for all my components. I chose the Techwear Nexus Air AM2 because it looked really clean and goes with my setup really well. I really like the black and white look to it. There's no RGB because I'm not 12, and I managed to get it for $44. Next up, we've got the processor. I went with the Ryzen 5 3600. This is a 6-core CPU and it has solid gaming performance and can handle pretty much whatever you throw at it. I'm going to be using the stock AMD Cooler, but I may upgrade in the future. I got this for just $100. We're going to be pairing this with an Asus Prime B550MA Wi-Fi motherboard. This has all the ports I should need. It's got Wi-Fi, which is really good to have, and should work with the Ryzen 5 3600 with no flashing required. I managed to get this for $153. The graphics card I've chosen is the MSI Gaming X NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1660 Super. This is a nice mid-range card with 6GB of GDDR6 memory, so it should be more than enough for Minecraft. You can get this for $250, which is pretty cheap for a graphics card nowadays. For RAM, I just went with basic 16GB Corsair Vengeance LPX DDR4 RAM with no RGB. This runs at 3200 MHz, which is fine for my use case, and I got this for $44. The SSD we're going to be using is a 1TB Samsung 970 EVO Plus 1TB M.2. I already had one of these lying around, so I don't have a shot of it in the box, but you can get them for about $60. And to power all of this, I went with the Bequiet System Power 9 500 watt power supply. This is a semi-modular power supply, which will be really helpful later on when we build in the micro ATX case, because there isn't a lot of space. It's 80+ bronze certified, so hopefully it will not blow up. Otherwise, it would have cost me $80. So yeah, that's the total of all my parts. Bear in mind I'm converting the prices into dollars, so they might seem a little bit expensive, but yeah, let's get into the build. Alright, so here's the PC build. I start by dropping in the CPU, being very careful not to bend any pins, and then just taking off these plastic bits. We're going to be using the stock AMD cooler here, so I'm just setting this down evenly. Now we've got the RAM, so I'm putting this in the 2nd and 4th slots to run in dual channel. There goes our SSD. So this is what the motherboard looks like now we've finished. We've got everything all installed and it's looking pretty good. It's time to take our case now and see what our case has got. Some zip ties, some screws, all that good stuff. Let's try a test run of fitting the motherboard in there. Turns out I forgot the IO shield, so let's just pop that in there. And I believe we're missing one standoff as well, which I didn't record because I didn't set the camera down properly. Anyway, let's try the motherboard in again. Here we go. It looks like it's going in now. Now we just need to screw the motherboard into the case, which is pretty easy. Next up, we've got the power supply, just putting that in here. 4 screws secure that in, nice and easy. Now, since this was a semi-modular, I probably should have plugged the cables in before I did that. I had a lot of fiddly work to do after that. Now I'm just plugging it all in, the main motherboard power, CPU power, nice and easy. One thing that is annoying is the case doesn't have a front panel all-in-one connector. Here goes the graphics card, so we're just installing that right here, making sure to power that as well. And then, yeah, just putting on the front window case here, very nice, and doing a bit of cable management around the back, a couple of zip ties just to tidy up all the cables, putting the thumb screws in, and we're done. Right, so now the PC is all together. It's time to do the first power on. Will it turn on first time? Let's try it. Yes, we did it. It works. First time. Oh, that is brilliant. And there's like no RGB either. The fans look like they're working. Perfect. Right, let's get this all plugged in. So all that's left to do now is to peel off this plastic cellophane and we're done. Right, here we are in our BIOS. So yeah, it turned on first time, plugged it all in, and here we go. So I'm going to boot off my USB drive and we're going to install Windows. Okay, that's not what I wanted to do. Let's just load optimized defaults. Then I think if we reset the computer, it should hopefully boot off our USB. Right, let's just spam F12. What is the BIOS key on these motherboards? Should probably have read that. Yes, okay, here we go. Right, USB. So I'm going to install Windows 10 LTSC on this computer because it's my favorite version of Windows. If you guys want to see a video that I did on Windows LTSC, then I'll leave it on the top right now. So yeah, let's just select our SSD and we should be good to go. All right, here we go. Windows is installing and I'll be back once we're up and running. All right, so here we are on the computer that we've just built. So Windows 10 LTSC is installed and we've got this. Would you like to download and install Amory Crate? Oh, great. So the motherboard that we've chosen has come with bloatware. What? We can always install it later if we need it. So yeah, it's just setting up everything now. But yeah, let's go ahead and look at the all-important task manager. Let's see how this is doing here. So if we go into performance, we've got 134 processes, which is not uncommon for LTSC. 2 gigs of RAM usage, not great. But yeah, we've got our Ryzen 5 3600 all working good here. Got all our RAM and stuff. So yeah, it's looking pretty good. Obviously with Windows 10 LTSC, we've got no bloatware, which is why I love it so much. It's honestly such a good operating system. All right, and we may as well use Chris Titus's tool as well. It'd be rude not to. I use this on pretty much every new PC that I set up. So let's go ahead and throw on the desktop tweaks here. Go ahead and do this. There we go. We can also put the dark theme on through here as well. Put these on security settings. Install net framework, very useful. Wow, that actually worked. Alright guys, so it is the next day. I've set up my computer, I've got all my essential programs, and we're ready to play some Minecraft on this thing. So we're going to start off with Minecraft 1.8.9 because that's a version that a lot of people out there play on. We're going to go completely vanilla, no mods or settings changed. We're going to be rocking these video settings, so pretty standard settings. I've just set the frame rate to unlimited and turned off VSync. So yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see what FPS we get. Let's just go into full screen, and yeah, let's just hop into just a regular world. Let's see here. All right, so here we are playing Minecraft, and as you can see on the top left, we've got our FPS counter. Whoa, 700 FPS. What? That is incredible. Yeah, this is perfectly playable. I wasn't expecting to get like 30 FPS or so. Like, we're doing really good here. Let me just go into creative because we're out of sprint. Yeah, let's just fly around here. Bear in mind, we've got no Optifine or anything. This is complete vanilla performance. It's pretty respectable, to be honest. If we go into F3 here, yeah, it's about the same. So yeah, I'm pretty surprised by this performance. I was hoping we'd get maybe a little bit more, but still very good nonetheless. Let's see what our FPS is like now in the same single player world. All right, let's just throw on the FPS mod here, make it nice and big. And we'll also quit out these mods as well that we don't want. All right, and here we go. This is Minecraft. 1000 FPS, let's go. Yes, finally we got there. All it took was Lunar Client and all the FPS settings and stuff. We've got lazy chunk loading going on here as well, which is really helping. Yeah, our FPS is insane. Oh, this is brilliant. So let's have a look at our task manager here. Let's go to performance. So as you can see here, we're on about 10% CPU. 8 gigabytes of our 16 gigabytes is being used up. Luna isn't the best for RAM usage. And we've got about 46% on the GPU, 54 degrees, which is pretty good going, to be honest. Not too bad at all. So yeah, I'm really surprised by this performance, to be honest. It just proves that you don't need a high-end PC out there to play Minecraft with good FPS. A decent mid-range computer will be just as good. 60 degrees there on our GPU, getting a little bit toasty, but yeah, still, it's perfectly fine. I don't think we've got much to worry about. And yeah, it's all around a good PC. Right, let's try the latest 1.20 update and see if that's any good on here. Right, so I've just loaded up 1.20 and I've created a brand new world. And I'm actually really surprised by our FPS. Wow, we're getting about 400 FPS, 500. Let's just go into full screen real quick, see if that makes a difference. Yes, it does. Our FPS is vastly improved. Bear in mind, this is vanilla, no mods or settings or anything changed really. Here are the video settings for reference. So all fairly standard really. I haven't changed any of these. I reckon with Fabric and Sodium, we could easily get above 1K FPS on here. No problem whatsoever. So Minecraft Bedrock Edition is a bit of an interesting one. My MSI Afterburner does not work with this, so we can't see our FPS. I believe the FPS is capped as well, so we're probably getting about 144 FPS here. Feels nice and smooth, perfectly playable, really nice. And yeah, if you're wondering what texture pack I'm using Astral 16X, which you can get on the Minecraft Marketplace. It was made completely by me. So yeah, Bedrock Edition runs fine. Go into full screen, it's even smoother. So yeah, really good performance in Minecraft Bedrock as well. So this computer is really good. It's really good for PvP, really smooth gameplay experience. And I'm sure it works works good on other games as well. The only problem I found with this computer is the fans do get pretty loud. Now the reason for that is because obviously I'm used to my old computer that's got software controlled fans and they're more high quality, whereas these are slightly cheaper fans. They've got a Molex connector, they're not controlled whatsoever, so they're not the best really. Will take a bit of getting used to, but it's just one of those things really. I might swap out the fans maybe in the future for something more premium, a little bit more quieter. But for now, they'll do, and they keep the computer nice and cool. I don't see any worrying temperatures in the task manager, so I think we're good. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. Why did you build this PC? Haven't you got enough? Well, the simple answer is that this is my new main PC that I use in this room, basically. So basically, it is my new recording PC, so all my videos now are going to be made on this computer, because it's perfectly fine for doing all the stuff that I do on it, and my other computer is now back inside the house. So this computer is solely for content creation. That's why I installed Windows LTSC on here, because I just want to get in here, get the job done, and I don't want to mess around and do anything else. I'm not going to have much installed on this computer either. I'm probably just going to test out PvP clients on here and that kind of thing. So I've still got the low-end PC. Don't worry about that. I'm still gonna be making videos and stuff on that, so you don't have to worry about that. And yeah, now we can compare the two. So we've got like the mid-range PC, we've got the low-end PC. We could do like a battle. We can compare this against my Hackintosh, my M1 MacBook. There's so many different ideas I've got now with this computer. And let me know in the comment section down below what you want to see me do on this computer. Do you want me to try out other games, do some benchmarks? Do you want me to compare it with the low-end PC? Let me know what you want to see me compare this computer to, and I'll definitely do it. Wow, I'm so good at UHC today. What's going on? Lunar Client seems such a popular client. Literally everyone that I'm fighting is on it. And GG. But yeah, that's pretty much it for now. Thank you guys all for watching. I would say this has been an expensive video, but I have been meaning to do this for a while. I'm just getting a video out of it as well. Thank you guys all for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Let me know what you want to see in the comments below. Let me know what you want to see in the comments down below. And to watch my last video on Notro Client, click here. And I'll see you there.